Mike Troop back on. Now we go talk about the supposedly I-95 right here in supposedly Philadelphia. That they tell you a tanker truck, listen, they tell you a tanker truck right here caught fire and burn till it melt this bridge right here till it fall down. We go get into it and don't be just thinking that that's exactly what happened. We go get into it and break it down. As you could see the fire trucks right there. They ain't gonna do shit. First of all, they have no hydrants right here on the freeway. And these trucks don't carry water. So what they gonna do right here, I told you already what it is, people. Just a setup. Like I say, a tanker truck they tell you caught fire right there. We're gonna try to prove that case right here. That a supposedly tanker truck full with fuel caused this fire and this bridge to collapse. We go get into it and break it down. Just make it run.
A portion of highway in Philadelphia collapsed Sunday morning after a large vehicle fire. Investigators theorize a fuel...
So listen, they're telling you it's a large vehicle fire, people. So in order for the vehicle to be burning and you don't see no vehicle at the top, the vehicle supposedly be under the bottom of the freeway, underneath. You understand? And listen how they're gonna tell you this supposedly news right here. Because I told you already, people, it's the government doing all this shit right here for the chaos and the destruction of the masses. Pay attention.
Tanker is the source of the fire that destabilized and brought down an entire portion of the northbound lanes of Interstate 95.
No, that don't make no sense, people. Just like they tell you about the Trade Center with the plane supposedly, yes, wrecking the building and melt it all the way till it crumble down or crumble down all the way in a pile of rubble. Do you believe that? Same kind of shit they're trying to tell you. The fire was so intense, it melt iron and concrete and have it coming down. Pay attention here. Remember, they're giving you a lot of supposedly building collapse and everything. Now they're giving you a freeway. It's not a joke. You remember when they tell you about an apartment building, a condo building in Florida that come down? You remember that? And then a little bit after that, they tell you about a part of a freeway that collapsed. Same kind of shit. Not too long ago, they tell you about a building collapse. Now they get to the freeway collapse. The world is a stage, people. And they keep going around and around in circles. But the mass is not smart enough to figure it out. The whole thing is a stage. Like I say, they're the one who set this fire right here. There's no tanker truck that caught fire, and I'm going to prove it right here in this video.
The southbound side of the interstate has also been compromised due to the blaze. Yes. Flames could be seen shooting up from the roadway, and thick black smoke filled the sky as traffic was stopped in the area.
Yes, so if traffic was stopped in the area, go back, people, to right here. Where is the traffic? Not one car in sight. Not even one car. Remember, when the cars pull up right here, they're going to notice that the bridge is damaged right there. You're gonna see cars right there, people, because it's a freeway, a one-way road. That's what you need to understand. It's a one-way. So where is the vehicles? No vehicles in sight? Unbelievable.
The southbound side of the interstate has also been compromised due to the blaze. Flames could be seen shooting up from the roadway, and thick black smoke filled the sky as traffic was stopped in the area.
Yes, and that's another thing. Thick black smoke in the sky. Like I say, they're on to that right now. They're gonna burn things. They're gonna do all this supposedly shit that to send off all these thick cloud of smoke in the sky. Like I say, people, it's gonna be repercussion from these right here. All the things that we're doing on the earth right here with these fireworks that they're burning and the fake holidays that they give you, all these events, these burnings, these smoke. They're going to cause problem later on. Pay attention.
We did have a collapse of 95, okay?
Did have a collapse.
Excuse me, on the northbound side.
Yes, you're fumbling and bumbling because they know they're not telling you the truth of what happened right there, people. It's for the destruction of the people who live right there.
Okay. And the southbound side is compromised by heavy fire. Look like we had a lot of heat and heavy fire.
Yes, a lot of heat and heavy fire. That's what they're trying to tell you. Heavy fire melt down these right here. Concrete and iron. You hear that, people? Pay attention.
Underneath the underpass, okay? No report of any occupants or drivers or anything like that. We don't have any of that yet. But
yes, but what happened to the tanker? Who was driving the tanker truck that caught this fire right here? Who was driving it, people? What happened? They have no story on that. As a matter of fact, they go tell you there's no vehicle under there. What's burning, people? Pay attention.
We have all of our team here we'll be here for a while. What you hear, let me explain the explosions you hear. Those are
go back. I don't like that fire right there. I don't like. Look how that fire moving, people. Look at it. Take a look at it, people. It's almost like it's an illusion. Look at it.
But as you see, we have all of our team here
low fire.
What is that blowing up? What you hear, let me explain the explosions you hear. Those are the runoff of maybe some fuel or gas lines that could have been compromised by the accident.
That's bullshit, people. What kind of accident they're talking about? That's the freeway right there. The highway and the overpass that go over. No, there's no fluid, nothing right there, people. Okay, listen again what he's saying, people. This is dumb. Go back.
You hear. Those are the run.
People hear some big banging like explosion. And that's what he go explain right here, people. Listen if it sound like it's real shitty talking right there. He explaining what's the explosion that the people hear. Because I already told you what they do. They're the one who explode something right there and cause the bridge to collapse. There ain't no tanker truck. Explain what is this right here the people hear. These banging like something explode. Listen to him.
Of maybe some fuel or gas lines that could have been compromised by the accident.
Fluid and gas line that compromised by the accident. What accident and what kind of fluid line is right there at the freeway? It's bullshit.
Okay,
bullshit.
So that's what you hear in the.
Bullshit.
I guess it's the release of the of that. We have fire coming out of those manholes.
You hear the release of the, and he did not say the release of what. You see that? Go back again, people. Listen. That's how they deceive you right here, acting like they're telling you something. Pay attention.
I guess it's the release of the of that. We have fire.
The release of what, dude? What the fuck is y'all releasing there? What is you releasing right there in Philadelphia? What is this fire about? There is no tanker truck. Like I say, people, it's more destruction for the masses. They're the one who making it right here. All the other chaos in plain sight. Listen to the damage that this gonna do right here. Listen, pay attention because he tell you gas line and them thing burst, fluid line. Pay attention.
Those manholes. So we'll be here,
and fire coming out of the manholes.
Compromised by the accident. Okay, so that's what you hear in the. I guess it's the release of the of that. We have fire coming out of those manholes.
Wow.
So we'll be here, until this is over.
Wow.
Because of the complexities of the state. Roadway behind us. There's obviously being close to the Delaware River with the storm drains involved. We're concerned.
You hear that, people? Listen, they can tell you the destruction that's coming. He said that the Delaware River is right behind there, and they're talking about chemical gonna release in those ponds. Do you understand that? In the river, and then that gonna get to the masses, poison style. Listen to what he's saying.
Close to the Delaware River with the storm drains involved. We're concerned about the environmental impacts as well.
Environment? You worry about the environmental impact? They're not worrying about you, the people. Environment? You better wake your ass up. They're trying to destroy the masses. That's why they pull that off. Got nothing to do with no damn environment.
Runoff might look like. And so, yes, it's a response from all the above. What you see is just one layer of kind of that response right now.
That don't look like something melted to me. Wow.
What's going on behind the scenes is, of course, we have PennDOT and Pennsylvania State Police engaged for the state infrastructure, state roadway. But then, of course, U.S. Coast Guard.
Of course, you have to mention the scenes. Like I said, this is just scene right here. They give the masses nothing real.
Monitoring as well with the city hazmat forces for the environmental side of it. This is going to be, today's going to be a long day. And obviously with 95 northbound gone, and southbound questionable, it's going to be even longer than that. So this is all very preliminary right now. We really just kind of want to tell you guys what the next couple hours look like. And what it looks like is getting all those agencies involved, whether they're headquartered here in Philadelphia, Harrisburg, or beyond.
Can you imagine this, people? And as you know, this is I-95. I already mentioned about that I. They even have it on their supposed freeway right there. And that just mean that this 95 right here carry you from state to state. That's what you need to understand. So that mean a lot of things gonna be stopped or bring to a halt because of this right here. And you hear he tell you about the environment, he mean you gonna be harmed by whatever they're gonna release in that river. Move.
Collapse of a section of a major interstate highway.
Take a look at the fire right there, people. Where is the tanker truck? And where is the damn overpass? So this is not at the bottom, this is at the top. Remember I showed you earlier on and said there was no vehicle was burning there. You don't see no black or nothing right there where they show you collapse. I was saying that maybe the vehicle is burning from underneath and supposedly melt down the concrete and iron and fall down. But there you go right there. They show you the fire supposedly right there. There you go. What else you need to see? That's the fire right there. They're showing you. So what you're gonna do now when you see this right there? What you're gonna do? All these cars pile up right here. You don't even look at the freeway right here with the overpass. What is this they're showing you right there, people? And that's not a tanker truck, believe it or not. What is that right there? Burning and burning until the supposedly freeway collapse.
Through a tanker fire.
Look at that. It says a tanker fire. It's bullshit.
5 out of Philadelphia shut down indefinitely.
We
want to take a look at the scene.
And then take a look at the supposedly aftermath. Where is the truck that was burning? The tanker truck. Where it's at, people? Wow, unbelievable. It's not believable.
From above, you're looking live from our station, WPVI's Chopper. It is expected to be, as you can imagine, a very rough traffic this morning as commuters start heading to work. That's also a major trucking corridor. Janae Norman is there.
That a major trucking corridor, meaning that's where most of the trucks pass by. And guess what, people? The trucking is what bring all the goods. You don't understand all the goods that the people supposedly depend on. This right here tied to a lot of shit why they do it.
Live on the scene in Philadelphia for us. Good morning, Janae.
Robin, good morning to you. A tough morning for anyone here in Philadelphia behind the wheel. We're going to try to zoom in past some of this runoff traffic to show you what we can. You saw from above, but look behind me, the charring, the debris left behind from where that roadway crumbled. This wasn't an old section of I-95 that collapsed. It was part of a $212 million reconstruction project just 5 years ago.
Yes, people, 5 years ago, they supposed to be reconstruct right here, and it happened. Okay, let's watch.
Monday morning, it came crumbling down, creating a traffic nightmare that is sure to last for quite a while.
Oh, boy.
Travel chaos along the East Coast this morning after this massive inferno sent huge plumes of smoke into the air, collapsing a crucial overpass on I-95.
They won't tell you what caused the fire, people. Let's see.
Coming out the middle, too. You can see it.
Dramatic images capturing the terrifying moments before the collapse, the road erupting into flames.
Wow, people, look how close they're going and you still can't see a tanker truck that's on fire. That's the main reason why I do this video. The tanker truck that caught fire is missing, people. What caused this fire right here? This supposed to be big old blaze right here. Sometimes you see it look like it got some big old red fire in there, orange fire. And then sometimes it just look all black right there. Take a look at it because it's a show they're putting on right here.
Coming out the middle, too. You can see it.
Dramatic images capturing the terrifying moments before the collapse, the road erupting into flames.
You see the road erupted into flames. The road, people. So the road just caught fire. No tanker truck there. Bam.
The northbound lanes of Interstate 95 crumbling to the roadway below, crippling a major East Coast corridor for commuters and commercial goods.
There you go.
The Coast Guard.
Commercial goods, like I don't tell you. Of course you have to tie to something like that, people. That's why it's supposed to be happening. Pay attention.
Confirming a tanker truck capable of carrying 8,500 gallons of gasoline ignited Sunday morning.
You see that? They say a tanker truck ignite. They're telling you how much fluid it's capable of carrying. What a dumb shit for the masses. How much fuel it was carrying. And look what they're showing you right there, people. Just a little brush fire right there. That's what caught the whole thing and sink the bridge.
500 gallons of
Get outta
gasoline ignited Sunday morning.
It's bullshit,
Video
people.
showing smoke billowing from the
And no footage can show you the truck that's burning. None at all. Why? Wow.
that created a makeshift campfire under the
campfire.
concrete and steel roadway.
95 was collapsing. I drove over it, and it was collapsing.
Officials say so far there are no reported injuries or deaths, but there is one vehicle still trapped under the collapsed roadway.
Which vehicle is it? Is it the tanker truck? No, people. Listen to me. They never tell you the tanker truck is under there. It's just the one that caused the fire. Wow.
Authorities trying to determine if the
Unbelievable.
driver was able to make it out.
We're still working to identify
Watch 'em.
any
Look at them.
individual.
And anytime you see them come flashing the signs right here with this man-looking thing on the side, Freemason bricks in the back, and all these clown post up, what do you think? Is fake shit for the dumb masses? What is this right here? Nothing but a clown show. Like I say, ugly bricks right there at the side, all Freemasonry, and they're showing the hand sign right there with the man in a drag on.
Individuals who may have been caught in the fire and the collapse.
The collapse closing this portion of
Fire and
I-95 in
collapse.
Philadelphia. A route 160,000 drivers take each day. Officials
of
warning
course.
the effects will be felt for miles and potentially months. Lisa
course.
Tormino was on her way to work as an emergency room nurse at 6:25 a.m.
Yes, all called in. Pay attention.
She called 911 as she felt the road buckling below her.
Where is the truck, people, that's burning? You can't see not even a trace of a vehicle. A tanker truck that's burning. This is a show right here they put on and blow up the damn bridge.
Like if you were driving
And
and you hit a really big pothole.
Yes, I guess you dead already. Got the reek behind you. All fake shit for the dumb masses. Black and white for Freemasonry. Don't believe nothing on the news. This is fake shit.
And the whole entire road just sunk down probably
Yes,
a
of
good
course. Where was
6 to 12 inches
Of
down.
course, that's for your 3 6s. The mark of the beast coding he just give you with your 612. Yes, the 12 is number 3. And like I say, this is bullshit for the masses. You never seen them spray not even a cup of water on that fire. Why is they there? Fake shit
No,
on.
cops had shut the road down, which was alarming to me.
Yes,
I didn't
that's
know
what
how
they did.
long before.
They shut the road down long before they pull this shit off. That's what you need to understand. They shut the road down and make up an explosion right there to take down the bridge. That's what the people hear when you're telling them about some kind of release. Yes, they're the one who release shit and explode it right there. Move.
Into News Nation, officials in Philadelphia say a body has, in fact, been recovered
Listen.
from the wreckage of this. It's happened after a portion of a busy roadway.
They mention a wreckage, people, a wreckage. So the tanker truck wrecked with another vehicle. Even though they forget about the tanker truck, people, they're gonna mention it again. After the tanker truck blow up where it's at, what happened to the people that was in it? They never mention it, people. So the people who they say they found, the body that they say they found, who it belongs to. Let's listen.
Collapsed yesterday, I-95 there. Thick black smoke seen for miles after this overpass there crashed down in Philadelphia because a tanker truck carrying more than 8,000 gallons of fuel caught fire.
You hear that? It just caught fire. They never say it was in an accident or a wreck. But no and then they mention a wreck. The whole thing is fake shit. You understand that? What happened? The tanker truck just caught fire? No, that's bullshit.
On the northbound
Yeah,
side,
yeah.
that is the after effect that you're looking at. And federal investigators say the southbound side is compromised. It will also have to be demolished. Now, here's some perspective. I-95 stretches from Maine to Florida. This portion of the highway carries more than 150,000 vehicles each and every day. That
Of
means
course they know, people. All code in number 6.
closure is setting off a ripple effect, which is likely to impact millions over the summer months. News Nation's Dre Clark live for us in Philly. Dre, we have that new information
them
about
is there.
a body. In fact, remains have been confirmed to have been recovered.
Let's see who it is.
Yes, state police telling us they recovered a human remains this afternoon from the crash site here along Interstate
Wow,
95.
a crash site. So it's okay, all right.
That portion of road that collapsed yesterday. Since the accident happened yesterday, there had been continued reports from investigators, from officials saying there were no reports of injuries, No reports of fatalities. But this afternoon, I noticed that officials started to walk back those comments. In fact, I even asked them directly, about any human remains being found at the site. They denied it, but now it all makes sense as to why they were beginning to walk back those comments, saying there were no injuries, there were no fatalities, because we now know that a body was recovered this afternoon. It is now in the process of being identified. Meanwhile, we also learned this afternoon that both the northbound side where the collapse occurred and the southbound side will have to be demolished, and crews are already in the process of doing that. They expect to have that work done probably by the end of the week. Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro did declare the accident a disaster that frees up money.
It's a disaster. Like I say, all disasters created by man, them same one do it. Right here, why they do it? You got to understand the trucking, the movements of the goods and everything. They have to do it. And like I say, who knows what kind of chemical they burn right here. They tell you're going to end up in the river. What you think, people? It's one of them psyop they run on the masses right here for your destruction. Bam.